In a world filled with the need for on-demand video, there is a market opening for an entry-level video camera that can be a suitable upgrade from the smartphone. Without breaking the bank or introducing complex features, the Sony ZV-1F attempts to fill this need. Will this be the bridge between phones and cameras for vloggers, or will it fall short? Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I am super excited to talk about the Sony ZV-1F. This little camera could be a game changer for entry-level vloggers, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. So the ZV-1F is one of the newer releases from Sony's vlogging camera line. It features a built-in ultra-wide 20mm prime lens and a directional 3-capsule mic with wind filter. It is designed through and through for the vlogger to make things easy yet high quality. There are a few downfalls when it comes to some of its features, notably the lack of in-body stabilization, but it needs to be made clear that this is an entry-level camera meant to replace the smartphone. It's not going to compete with the higher range cameras that are out there, and truthfully it never will. But at $700 Australian dollars, could it be the next step for emerging content creators? First of all, let's talk about size. This thing is so small and light, coming in at only 256 grams, and it fits really nicely in the smallest of handbags. It's perfect for those who like to vlog on the go and not want to worry about packing away a big camera and separate lenses. For its size and price, the Sony ZV-1F has some pretty decent specs. You can shoot 4K ultra-high resolution footage at 24 and 30 frames per second, and 1080p footage up to 120 frames per second if you're in SNQ mode. It has an ISO range of 125 to 12,800 and features some of the best parts of Sony's autofocus system, such as the eye autofocus. It has a fully articulating LCD touchscreen and has some of the features you can find on the other ZV cameras, such as the product showcase mode and background defocus. But how does it compare to your smartphone? I've got an iPhone 12 and here's what I've noticed. On a beautiful day when you're outside shooting shots of scenery, it might be hard to pick the phone from the camera. But when you either take selfie style videos or you're in a slightly darker location, that's when the difference becomes incredibly obvious. So the framing is a little bit short because I'm trying to do 2 recordings at the same time. But you can see here that the ZV-1F has a much clearer, brighter image. The phone is doing its best to make up in this kind of controlled but semi-dark light. But just the fact that you can manually edit the ZV-1 settings just means this front selfie footage just looks a lot better. So I think we have a pretty clear winner here. All smartphones have incredible back cameras, considering their size and their functions. However, their front cameras have missed out on some of this innovation, leaving space for the Sony ZV-1F to fill. You might be thinking, but I create content for TikTok and my phone natively shoots in the right resolution. Is this going to leave me with more editing steps? And believe it or not, Sony has answered that question for you. Not only can you easily record vertical footage just like on your phone, but the ZV-1F gives you the option of rotating horizontal footage in camera with no extra editing required. What's more, vertical videos are automatically tagged, so you can quickly transfer them to your phone and get your content out into the world. The last question to consider: if I'm going to go out and buy a $700 camera for vlogging, should I just instead invest in a better camera? And the truth lies within your own needs and budget. If you have the spare budget, or you think you might grow into photography or higher order videography, I would definitely suggest looking into some of the higher ranged cameras. But if you're on a super tight budget, or you've never owned a real camera before, I think this is a great starting point. In our case, we already own 2 very nice full-frame Sony cameras, but having a small camera that fits in pockets or bags that we don't have to worry about changing lenses for has allowed us to capture more content with ease, and that is a use case in and of itself. So what's the conclusion? I personally think this is a great starter camera, and it would allow for someone to separate their phone from their content. It has some great specs given its size and its price, and the ultra-wide lens is a big selling point for me. In fact, the ultra-wide view gives you the flexibility to be able to crop in on your image and make use of either the active steady shot mode in the camera or Sony's software Catalyst Browse, which digitally stabilizes your footage in post-production. When you're looking at buying a new camera, I suggest you look at the content that you create now and consider the content you want to create in the future, and make sure your product fills both of those needs. If you're looking for a compact camera that makes high quality vlogging quick and easy, the Sony ZV-1F could be for you. It definitely has a place on our shelf. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you found it insightful. If you did, be sure to give it a like and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We're always on the hunt for new video ideas, so if you have any questions about cameras or technology in general, be sure to drop them as well. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos, and we'll see you next time.